We talk about these two teams, though. It is Oregon and Arlington. About to get it on here. Game one of a best of 5 as AJC will start it off for the Oregon Ducks. He'll hit Skippy, and Nava has to jump in. Already under fire. The sub getting tested in the first few seconds.
Always good to establish that early confidence in your sub stacks, and it's always important to integrate the other team into your passing plays when you score these goals.
Yeah, Adverse had to be waiting there for an eternity before finally the ball got to him, and it got to him just in time as he had just an edge on the defender, and it is UT Arlington that scores first.
Yeah, we haven't even...
Wild Wacky West continues. This is on target.
Whoa. Consistent, solid player for UT Arlington, and I definitely expect him to contribute. And okay, what's going on with the Ducks right now? Nava found what's essentially a freebie in front. Poor clear from AJC, and Duskippy just straight up missed.
I don't know. Duskippy thought Nava was going to get there earlier than he did because he was going for a block, but all he was going to do is block the ball from going to the corner. This has been a very bizarre sequence, and Leland is going to score here. This was a bizarre kickoff, and it just goes cleanly into the Arlington end.
And this time it was Samba missing it. So 2 whiffs in a row, 1 for each team. So now you're even down. This is something UT Arlington can't continue to do. Samba got a breakaway opportunity. They're going the other way. Groundhop air dribble off the crossbar. Where's the shot? There it is. 2-goal lead for UT Arlington. And it is Samba taking the lead on all of these pushes, and he finally breaks one through for his team. Even add on to it. Uh-oh.
Maybe not. They might do the exact opposite of add on to their lead. As the Skippy open net, Nava, he was looking for that midfield boost, didn't have any to get back with. And Oregon gets to hang around just a little while longer in this game. Trip downfield, Skippy got that ball centered for AJC, and he ties the game.
AJC, told you he's been making a name for himself lately, but Skippy launches one to him, and AJC, it wasn't the perfect touch. It wasn't pretty, but pretty doesn't matter. If the ball still goes into the net, you take those. UT Arlington were expecting pretty. They didn't get it. What a comeback for the Ducks here in game 1.
Jorby, a wise man, once said on a stream, just win. And Oregon is trying to do just that. It doesn't have to be pretty, but they've given themselves a shot as they battled back from a late 2-goal deficit.
Solid first man, but they've been in consistent trouble getting back on the rotation, and they get punished. AJC scores a second banger for Oregon, and they steal game 1 from Arlington.
This is just larceny. AJC and Oregon just escape with game 1. Somehow, boy, they had to battle and battle the boys from Arlington, but it does work out for the Ducks, at least in game 1. But if this is a sign of things to come, Jorby, you at least hope that Arlington doesn't kind of start slumping their shoulders a little bit like, oh man, we really had him, we really should have beat him. Ah, shucks, what do we do now? Nava there to follow up. Now Adverse playing one on, and it's far down and in. Skippy off the respawn, could not catch up.
Adverse pulling out some lever action. Good old Dominus power, and Skippy, what is happening? He has not had the greatest day on defense with those types of reads. With long trajectories, his launches just have been poor.
Well, to be fair, Leland will score here. Skippy was literally coming off a respawn. He started going upfield and then had to turn. Meanwhile, Leland, boy, we've seen Oregon, every time they've gotten scored on, they've come back with a quick answer or at least a threat of a response. And Oregon does not trail for very long in game 2. Game and a half gone by. Samba's shot is going to get past Leland, and Arlington's back in front.
Now, Leland's first on that carry, but Skippy also a little too far, and AJC, all 3 players, a little too crunched into the corner. Nobody defending the large part of the net. Just really the near post. And when your car's facing forward and you're past the near post, are you really guarding the net?
For it? No, AJC with a clear. This is going to be coming right back in. They did not keep possession. Adverse. Got around, flip, reset, and Skippy with a save. They're not done, though. It is shot after score.
And Samba makes sure of it, playing bully in front of the net. I'm not sure if the bump matters or not, but Nava puts it on target. AJC gets bodied. And no, I don't think he was getting to that shot at all. That was wonderfully placed by Nava. All three players on UT Arlington getting involved in the offense. There's ones all over the place on the scoreboard. At 2 with a minute 15 left. Like, UT Arlington are playing for their
here we go.
For better positioning, but just as last time, AJC gets the goal that puts them within 1.
Yep, exactly. Back within 1 with just barely over a minute to go. Exact same situation as game 1. 10 seconds left. They got to go the length of the field. It was a pass from Skippy that set up the equalizer in game 1. Leland will try to play that role this time. Ball will get to center. AJC, a low line drive that touches down, and we've got a series on our hands. But
Wow.
Skippy could not commit.
The Ducks are frustrated.
Oh, this is in!
Ooh! Maybe a little less frustrated. AJC finally sneaks this through, but you just seen so many demos, so many chips, so many bumps. The Ducks are so mad right now that they are trying everything they have in the bag to try to score on this UT Arlington team, because nothing has worked. The passes haven't worked. They got a double demo in front of the net stacks last game, and they couldn't score.
Yet again, the net is open, and Adverse couldn't get a clean shot on.
I actually thought that worked out really well. And here's why.
No way.
Samba!
No way!
That's the big muscles he lifts every single day of the week. How much can he bench? The whole field! Oh, baby!
Oh, cousin Samba. Okay. Here goes Nava. Looking to play hero. Came up empty, but Samba's got a full tank of boost. Can Adverse hit him?
So
Looking for the
fast.
backward. Demolition.
So fast.
Adverse Bennett won the game.
Adverse puts on the jet engine and hits supersonic. Boom goes the net. Oh my goodness. UT Arlington. Adverse with his pop-up moment of the match. This is cool. Do they win?
Well, maybe. That's good from Adverse. It clipped the ceiling, and it touches down. UT Arlington get a clutch goal at almost 0 seconds, and they're 1 win away from stunning Oregon.
Ducks, they got to keep mixing it up on offense. They can't get too one-dimensional. Can't consistently go for the bumps or demos. But how about a couple whiffs to give you the goal for Leland? Although that was really awkward for UT Arlington to deal with.
Yeah, it really was. After Adverse was in a real tough spot, he ended up on the roof of the goal, or the ceiling of the goal. He just could not get out in time. It was a very awkward spot. Oregon, they lead early in game 4.
And that first touch fundamental, I'll call it, because it really is. Oh, Skippy actually sneaks this through. I thought this one was going to come off for the rebound, but no, it's a 2-goal lead for the Ducks.
Yeah, Samba didn't jump out for it. It's like, no, I'm going to read the shot. I'm going to read the shot. And how many times were you told in your first few hundred hours of Rocket League, never let them take the shot from there? And sure enough, it comes back to burn him. But there's a whiff there out of the Oregon defense.
I want to pull defenders out of net. But sometimes you just got to put the ball in the net, and Samba knows it finally. After a cavalcade of ridiculousness here, they get a goal. UT Arlington cut the lead in half.
Boy, I wonder if Nava thought maybe that ball was just on its way in, so he turned off. That was a little bizarre, but it worked out for Arlington. Back within a goal. Now Adverse shots wide, and Skippy will collect. Samba in a real tough spot. He gets bumped away, and then Adverse gets bumped as well, and Skippy puts game 4 away.
Oh, it fell apart all at the last second. Samba got bullied. Leland said, that's the last challenge you're winning in this game. And Oregon, now they finally get to see what it feels like to be in a 3-1 lead against UT Arlington. And Stacks, it must feel pretty nice because they've been trailing for the majority of this set. And in the only game they won, they had to fight back just for an overtime, but it looked a lot cleaner. It looked a little better, but I do think that UT Arlington were their own worst enemy on offense. I think that, you know, they were playing the angles a little too tight. There were some times a player just couldn't get a shot on net because he couldn't get around the ball. It came off the back wall a little too fast. Sometimes they wanted to play the rebound to try to pull a defender out, but that just gave the defender the opportunity to defend it. I do think UT Arlington just need to shoot the ball more. And on the challenge game, seeing optimistic second man positioning and then a favorable bounce for the Ducks. This kicked right back into a Duck. Adverse, you know, I'd say 8.2 times out of 10, that ball does bounce straight out off the post. But, yep, you know, Adverse didn't know it was going to bounce off the inside of the post and kick straight back out. So, a little unfortunate for Adverse there.
But from Nava, now they're getting back in the swing of things. Zamba high, Adverse slams it home, and we're tied again.
I had a scary feeling that Adverse was going to bang this off the crossbar just by nature of how the offense has gone for UT Arlington. But finally, they cracked through, and that time hitting the backboard was the right option for UT Arlington. Gave Adverse the exact angle he needed. It really did, but Samba's recovery was just as crucial. He had to land quickly, jump off, boost perfectly, and it all falls apart. A giant house of cards was the UTA defense, and Oregon blew the house down.
After that near miss off the crossbar and the save away, that is how Oregon reclaims the lead in Game 5. Here comes Nava again. 2 demolitions yet again. They almost got Leland down to 5 seconds. The last man standing saved Oregon one more time. Arlington's got to go the length of the field. Absolutely not happening. And Oregon survives a thriller on Champions Field.